Okay, the overall energy, Aries, is the Fool. This is a card about dancing along, having fun, joy, carefree attitude, head in the clouds, just, it really enjoying every moment, but looking up, not looking forward. The Fool usually finds themselves at the edge of a cliff. So this can be kind of a warning card, or it can just be signaling the energy that you're living in at the moment. Let's read on. Up here in your highest energy, Aries, is the Hierophant. Now, this is the card for Taurus. Taurus might be strong in your chart or strong around this reading. But the energy of this card is traditional values, traditional morals. It is a card of commitment. It is a card of marriage. So, dancing along here, all happy and free and carefree, without a care in the world. And then we have the Hierophant here. So next to the Hierophant is the King of Wands. This is you, Aries. This is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, but it's up here in your highest energy line. This is going to be you holding a staff of new beginnings and fresh starts. So, the hand is on the hip here. This is male or female energy. And it looks like you're getting ready to get up and move forward. And you're facing the Hierophant. It feels like things have been so good and so relaxed and so enjoyable that you're now looking at marriage possibly. And if it were to come up, you would probably get up and go for it and start a life as a committed couple with someone here. Now, next to the King of Wands, male or female, is the Devil card. This is the card for Capricorn. So Capricorn might be strong in your chart, might be strong around this reading someplace. But more importantly, this is toxic energy, okay? This is about being bound to someone through someone else. Now, this could have been part of this relationship and is now leaving because the Devil is waving goodbye. Or it still might be a part of this relationship. You're not facing this card. You're actually facing the marriage card. And I'm kind of hoping that there's no surprises here for you as far as toxic energy being. A lot of times it's either an addiction or being tied to something or someone through someone you are tied to. Okay? So under the Hierophant is the Queen of Swords. This is seeking the truth. This is seeking the clarity through conversation. The hand is out. Male or female, this is a card for Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. One of those might be strong in your chart or around this reading, but it's mostly about the hand is out. It's seeking truth. It's speaking truth. And the sword is up. This is a sword of truth and clarity. And it's also up, meaning self-protection mode. So this truth and clarity is for your good. So it seems like, see, the Queen here of Swords, it has her hand out facing this Fool energy. I feel like you need to have a conversation, or you will be having a conversation with whoever you're involved with about possibly maybe even, taking things a little too carefree. Things might be getting heavier. They might be getting a little more complicated than they started out to be. It's all just fun and games and just, a bunch of laughs and so much carefree energy in this card. But being that the King of Wands, which is your energy, is right above it, it seems to me this carefree energy is kind of changing a little bit, because you're looking at the Hierophant and you're wondering, about commitment now. And so I think that you're going to reach out and speak out about how things are kind of changing within you about this relationship. The Empress is on the other side of the Fool card. This can be Libra. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords. Could be Libra. Or Taurus. We have the Hierophant, that's Taurus. So Libra or Taurus might be strong in your chart or somebody else's chart here. But the Empress, the energy, male or female, is, if you're a parent, you're a very good parent. There might be a child. So the Empress, being a parent, you could be a good parent. There could be a pregnancy. That could be what's going on here for some of you, is being tied to someone through someone else, and that might be a pregnancy, and that might be why you're looking towards maybe marriage or something. Maybe this carefree energy has developed a little baby. So that could be one scenario. Another scenario here that I can see is that the Empress has a lot of beautiful qualities about them. This is your energy. You're loving, you're considerate, you're kind, you're thoughtful. You have a lot of wonderful qualities about you. So whoever it is that you decide to move forward with in life, which you're ready to move forward here, really needs to have a lot of these same qualities. So it's under the Devil card. So you could be, tied to somebody, whoever that you're tied to. It feels like there's something that they're feeling more bound or more trapped. And, like I say, this could be a pregnancy. There could be a child involved. Or it could be just that there is someone else involved or an addiction in this reading here with the person that you've been living so carefree, not living with, but, well, you might have been living with them. But, just this carefree nature has got you tied. Somebody else or something else is tied to this relationship. And there will be truthful conversation about that. So, under the Queen of Swords is the Six of Cups. Soulmate card. You might have known this person since childhood. Also, notice there's a couple of children in this card, just in case for those of you who have children. But this is a sincere love offer here. This cup with the flower. It's very sweet. This is a soulmate connection. So regardless whether you're tied to something else, regardless of anything else that's going on, you've known them in another life, and you may have known them since childhood. The connection is when you look in their eyes, you know them. You know them more just by, if you ever met somebody, you look in their eyes and you're like, I know you, but you've never really met. So they're probably a soulmate from another life, okay? So that's how the term soulmate. We have many soulmates. So I think you're going to speak up about this connection and this carefreeness that you've been living through. And I think you're going to also bring up this desire to move forward in this relationship. But next to the Six of Cups is the Nine of Swords. This is under the Fool energy. Boy, you're up in your head. This is a soulmate. You need, this is coming out. You need to speak your truth. You need to get truth now from this person. It's not as carefree as it was in the first place. So how are you going to go about this? These are thoughts that just keep going through your head, especially when you have time alone. And so usually you end up doing something about that. You don't just stay in this energy forever. And it is about this Fool energy, and it is about the soulmate. I really think for some of you there's a pregnancy coming up, or it has something to do with a child for some reason. But then next to this 9 of Swords is the Four of Wands. This is, it starts with marriage. It starts with this sanctity, okay, of commitment and marriage. And it's ending with a divine soulmate relationship, union of two people. This is marriage. And there's a lot of joy associated with this card right under your energy here. I feel like they probably do have a lot of the same qualities as you. And I feel like you may end up in a committed relationship with whoever you have been living this carefree life with. Okay, Aries, the High Priestess is up here in your highest energy. This is the card of intuition and knowing. It's so close to that devil energy, that toxic energy. I think you know that there's something else going on. There's something with this other person. That's part of what you're going to be speaking about here. You need to get some truth. It's like, listen to your gut, your heart, your soul, everything. You have answers to a lot of your questions within you. You just, I think, want to verify what it is you're feeling, and you need to find out where they're coming from on the other side. Just pull back that pomegranate curtain and listen to yourself. Pay attention to what you're telling yourself. This is the card in the tarot deck of intuition and knowing. It's right next to the Sun card. I really feel like you're moving forward with this individual. There are things that need to be taken care of, things that need to be cleared up, and maybe cleared out. But the Sun card, this is a card, there's a child, see? Another child in the card. This is a card of new beginnings, fresh starts, King of Wands, new beginnings, fresh starts. You're ready to move forward. And there's a lot of joy associated with this card. There's a lot of joy associated with the Four of Wands down here also. It's right next to the Page of Cups. I feel like part of this conversation, you already know there's something amiss here. There's something with that they're not telling you, or there's something about this soulmate, okay, where there is another energy attached to them, and so they have this cup, and they're offering this cup of love, but it does have a fish in it. This card here can stand for Pisces. So Pisces might be strong in your chart or their chart or around this reading. But it's like, sometimes this is an apology, but if it's an apology, it's not totally heartfelt. I think this is just that they're having a hard time offering all the love that you need because of this toxic energy. And I think that's what's in this cup. They would love to offer you the cup without the fish, okay? That's what you want, is the cup without the fish. I think they're going to work it out. I think that it's going to change, that this Page of Cups is evolving. I think the devil energy is going away. And I think that's why the Sun is right between these two cards here. And I think that connection is very strong. With the Four of Wands and the Six of Cups. It's very strong between the two of you. And I think they know and they realize something has to go here because it can't work with whatever else is tied to this relationship. Under the High Priestess, you know they love you. You know you love them. So there is a giant cup of love between the two of you. It runs over here. All the waters of emotion just running over. Equal exchange of a huge cup of love. It's right next to the Nine of Pentacles, which is under the Sun, that fresh start, new beginning. This is self-confidence. This is being self-assured, secure and stable in yourself. So I do feel like you are very confident in yourself. I think that you are stable with yourself, maybe your own employment, you may even own your own home or whatever, but you're doing very well. And this is probably what they're attracted to about you, okay? Is you're strong, you're strong-willed, you're strong-natured, but you're very kind and you're very loving, just like with the Empress. Two beautiful cards to have together for being a person, and you also have this giant cup of love for someone else. So this Nine of Pentacles here is next to the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, this is like, it's all about this horse, for one thing. The horse does not look like it's moving. It looks like it's standing still. There is one foot in front of the other. It does move. It moves very slowly. But it's carrying something very important, and that's that pentacle. So It's this pentacle now that you're looking for to come in. You really want this relationship to become more secure. And once this pentacle comes in, it will. It may be coming in. I feel like it is coming in because we have all these cards of the Four of Wands and the Hierophant and the Sun and the King of Wands, ready for a fresh start. I also have the Knight of Cups. So there's a Knight of Pentacles, and here's a Knight of Cups. I feel like they are going to offer you a cup without the fish. I think they are going to take care of whatever this energy is up here that is kind of blocking you from moving forward to a more committed relationship. They're going to dump that fish right out of that cup because their eyes are set on you. Definitely. They see you as how you are, most beautiful person who is very stable and very secure. I think they're very feeling secure in the relationship, and they like that. So they know they need to get rid of this other energy. So they're coming forth with a cup with no fish, male or female, Knight of Cups. And look, that horse is moving. It's trotting very majestically right towards you. And it's bringing this pentacle. It's bringing the Knight of Pentacles with it. Things are happening. Things are happening here. But it looks like you're making them happen just by, starting off with this truthful and honest back and forth conversation about how this relationship is evolving from the Fool energy into something more permanent. So, next to the Knight of Cups is the Nine of Wands. Yeah, they know you're feeling worn out. They know you're at your wit's end, so to speak, because something's been holding them back. And you feel it. That's what you're in your head about. What's holding them back, You know you have all the ingredients to make this relationship work here. But what's holding them back? And I'll tell you what it is. They know what it is. Now, this devil energy could be attached to you. There's always a possibility that there's someone attached to you that's holding it back. You could be the one that is going to rid this other energy from your life. Next to the Nine of Wands is the Queen of Wands. Remember, we started with the King up here. Now we have the Queen. There's a lot of passion. I can tell that between you and your soulmate. This is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So still, one of you could have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Like you could have it in your moon or rising. They could have it in their sun, moon, or rising, or even ascending or Venus sign or somewheres. But holding that staff in new beginnings right under the Knight of Pentacles, finally getting there. They're finally getting there and getting ready to offer that staff in new beginnings. There's a love of gardens and animals here with the cat, the flowers. This is definitely a soulmate relationship. And it's a strong one. It's a divine one. And so Aries, it looks like there's going to be some clearing out of toxic energy by one of you, so this relationship will be able to move forward like it should.